Alright, welcome back. Now, we've been on a run recently, playing a lot of forgotten and obscure games. And this game today, you don't get any more obscure than this. Playing the Telltale's Law Order Legacies. Now, if you know Telltale, they're known for bangers. The Walking Dead, Among Us, which is a personal favorite of mine. I need that season 2, bro. But that's not what we're here about today. You hear that? Oh my god. Oh yeah. Welcome to Law and Order Legacies. Intro and all, bro.
Important groups, the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Wait, what's the sound? What's it at? There we go. I was waiting for that. It's always a hotel. You better walk in there. What you better find? They be having the most devious crimes in Law and Order.
Oh shit!
Damn. Oh, look at me. Oh, the ID right there.
Welcome back to New York, Ray.
Oh, we need subtitles. You need subtitles. So what do we have here?
Sexual assault. Your lieutenant said you guys were a little short-handed.
She looked just like Olivia.
On leave. So I'm here to assist.
Yeah, department cutbacks.
Now we know why Ellie ain't here. That man probably bashing somebody's skull off in the alley somewhere. That nigga was Batman. He wasn't no damn cop.
Name tag says Rachel. Judging from the uniform, she was one of the house staff.
So there's no cameras in the middle of the hotel. Not a single camera, bro. I gotta skip this though, cause I know that copyright gonna hit like crack in the 80s. Okay, let's see what she knows. We gotta see what she knows.
Soy Detectivo Ray Curtis.
Soy Teresa Restrepo.
They made the best patacones.
Look, I'm trying to build a rapport.
I need to ask you a few
We
questions.
got a murder to
Okay
solve.
to talk?
Yes. Believe it or not, I've seen worse.
What you mean you seen worse? I hope you ain't see worse. You got a dead body in the boiler room. We might have to shut this hotel down if this is happening constantly. All right, we got the ID on the victim.
Can you tell me the victim's name?
Maybe. It's hard to remember. So many girls working here. Everybody.
I know why.
I just learned to read the name tag.
After what she just said, I'm surprised they even got workers.
For me?
Sure, you got nice eyes. Let's see. It wasn't like
You got nice eyes. It's crazy.
It was Rachel, I think.
I mean, why would she lie? We're gonna ID her. There's no way she's lying off the rip. That would be crazy. Lying off the rip like that, bro, that would be insane. So I'm gonna say I believe her. First off, we'll start with work history.
How long has she worked here?
No,
Get a little basis on her.
Started last month, maybe?
She have any trouble with anyone?
Trouble? No, not her. She
Okay.
was nice, quiet, polite. Actually, no.
I'm about to say,
What are
cause
you gonna say?
if you notice her, it must be
She
something.
just never really seemed like one of us, like she had something else.
Like she had a
going on.
side business going
Always
on.
Watching everything and tapping on her phone. Era una adicción.
Teresa, very messy. See? Very messy. Let's ask about suspicious
See
people.
anyone suspicious hanging
Anything
around?
out of the ordinary?
Yeah, the hotel is full of them. Lots of old businessmen always staring at you.
Like anybody following, watching Rachel?
No.
Besides
I
you?
don't think so. She didn't even have a boyfriend.
Okay, so she says Rachel didn't have a boyfriend. Let's take note of that. But I do find it kind of weird though is that she said she was quiet, she didn't really talk much, but you know she didn't have a boyfriend. I don't know, Teresa.
For what? You think she
Like
was
she had like a
looking
little
for
side
some
gig.
money?
What, like John's? Are you asking? Did I think she was?
I didn't say all that. I'm just asking questions.
So, but who knows? It would explain a lot.
Anything else about the phone?
She was always texting. Always. She
Nah.
also did some weird stuff. She took pictures of the rooms and even some guests.
What the fuck?
For a while, I actually thought she might be a cop.
It sound like a fucking private eye.
It would help us if we knew the last place Rachel might have been. Do you know which room she would have been cleaning?
That's the weird thing. Today was her day off. She shouldn't even be.
So
here.
was she dead for?
What's she doing all dressed up for?
So
what?
has she been dead this whole time?
You figured it out, guapo.
What you got?
I'm seeing a lot of
Benson
clues
probably
across
noticed
the road.
something, right?
Not clean ones.
Oh
Like a
no.
pipe.
Yeah.
Clean.
No sign of a murder weapon?
They choked her with a pipe.
While you were busy being charming, I wrote down a couple of things
Okay,
to keep an eye
Benson.
out
No
for.
need to take shots.
Her ID, her purse, her day planner or notepad, and of course any DNA evidence from her attacker.
Okay, good. We got our cell phone.
Definitely got to look into that because Texty McGee You're gonna tell us what we need to know. Right here.
Rachel Trevino, 27 years old, lives at 600 East 5th Street. Over in East Village, if I
So now we got address. We need the weapon. This right here, right here. Look at this.
broken fingernail. She scratched him up pretty bad, I bet. Some kind of debris under there. Better get a swab for DNA.
For sure. That should have been the first thing we did, low key though.
This could be Rachel's purse. It's not Coach, but not cheap either. Someone was taking care
This man Curtis, bro. That man jumped straight into conclusions. We already got homegirl thinking we calling her a whore. We don't need that.
Notebook. Just a couple of notes.
Wider meteor.
What the hell does that mean? Precinct and give it to
I ain't gonna lie. Why the fuck is he wearing a glove?
I better follow procedure on this one. I finally get my.
I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, I'll drive.
Benson always trying to break the fucking rules, isn't she?
Oh, sure. If you count nothing, nada, and bupkis.
It's been 6 weeks.
The murder weapon.
Did we
is
just get a
probably not
flashback?
At my age, I gotta tie him up as fast as I can.
The fuck was that? Why is he getting a flashback right now?
As I live and breathe back in my precinct after all these years. What happened? Finally sick of all that California sunshine?
My girls got worried if I wasn't solving murders, I might start.
Oh hell no,
You
bro.
met Detective Benson?
I did. She's good. Definitely easier on the eyes than Lenny Briscoe.
Yes.
This whole
but
town
she's
needs to
made
be
it
investigated.
Don't cross her, Ray.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Still ain't got no gloves on. He's still clicking
She
shit.
deleted them all.
And odds are it wasn't our victim. Looks like her carrier is Mercury Wireless.
Bro, what the fuck?
Pete Shanahan down.
This
in
is why we
Florida
should have
said
listened
he's
to
had
at the
some
crime
problems with security
scene.
recently.
Like that.
Mercury Wireless Company policy.
See, I don't trust him. Look at this man. I don't trust him at all.
We go over. I have to involve corporate counsel. They've instructed me to answer your questions and give you access to any relevant data.
Understood.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
All right, first off, who could access the phone?
Who had access to Rachel Trevino?
That's the first question we gotta ask.
According to our account record, only Miss Trevino. There's no one else listed here. The only other persons
So-
with authorized access are myself,
Hmm.
our customer representative team, and a few independent.
What the fuck? I'm gonna assume he's telling the truth? Cause okay, I was about to say, oh my god. My heart started beating. I thought I was on trial here. My heart started beating fast as fuck.
Hard to say.
I was about to say he wouldn't be able
That'd
to
be
know
illegal.
that. Yeah, he wouldn't be able to know that. But we did get a new topic off of that. Now, what about these phone
Going to need to
records?
check all
Because she's been
activity on the phone
texting.
over the
Low key, I think it's him. I think it's Mr.
Sure,
Gray.
That's a feature we offer.
How would they do it?
Easy. You just need to have the account PIN number, just like your bank ATM.
Rachel had deleted the voicemails remotely. No, she's dead. She's dead. There's no way she could delete the voice messages. She's already dead. What the fuck? That's too easy. Bro, I low-key just sold. Rachel Trevino was dead when the voicemails were deleted, making it impossible for her to delete them. All right, what about the drop calls?
Mercury Wireless Network cover most of the city?
Absolutely. We're very proud of it. No drop calls, even in the tunnels.
I'm sort of thinking of switching over.
Really, nigga?
So no recent problems with break-ins or hacking?
Our security is very good, Detective.
See, he seems very confident. That's what I'm
No
saying.
hacking at all. None. We've never had a single security breach.
Loki, this nigga lying like shit. I don't believe him. He's lying like shit. He's lying like shit.
Yes, we are.
You see that shit? He was lying like shit.
What happened exactly?
Attacks on the customer data, PIN numbers being stolen,
See?
that sort of
You
thing.
never trust these companies,
We're
bro.
conducting a murder investigation, Mr. Gray. We need to know what happened to those voicemails, and we need to know now.
Sure, we can go get a warrant if that makes you
Nah,
feel
get a
better.
warrant. I don't trust
But
him.
by that time, more of your customers might end up dead, like Rachel Trevino. That makes for a very negative.
What the hell was on her phone that made somebody want to kill her?
All right. There's no record of who exactly deleted the voicemails. But honestly, someone modified her account about 2 weeks ago.
Hey, see, he didn't say that shit.
This is embarrassing, but it was one of our own contractors. He's a bit of a hacker. He could have accessed her information. He did not have company permission.
Why didn't you lead with this?
But why?
He's a strange guy, Detective. Very intense. His name is Tom Newberry. Here's his contact number.
You fugly bitch.
One thing, you might not want to call from your precinct.
Oh, why not?
Tom knows how to crack caller ID. He always knows who's calling and from where.
Who the fuck is he? Batman?
Thanks for the tip.
Weird place for an interview, Curtis.
I mean, you heard what he said.
Did we meet
We out here dealing with the Riddler.
Thinks it's all a big game.
I get the impression he's young. His mom answered the phone when I first called.
Bro, it's always them
Speaking of
kids.
games, good cop or bad cop?
Bad cop, definitely.
Suits me.
I don't trust Benson to be bad cop. She might pull the stapler and start whooping on his ass, whooping on him.
Call me anonymous.
We already have your name and phone number, dumbass.
She clocked this shit. All right, so we'll play good cop real quick.
We talked to some people at Mercury TellTale.
Play good cop.
You have a reputation.
Smooth it up a little
People
bit.
said you're good. Too good, maybe.
We thought you might have done something illegal, but they said their
Damn,
security
Benson,
is
why you
way too
yelling?
tough for you to crack.
Please, I wrote their security. The firewalls, the protocol encryption, it's all me, detective.
That's insane.
So you could crack a voicemail account?
They damn near wanted him to hack the shit.
Voicemails.
In my sleep, detective.
And what did Mercury TellTale think of that?
Oh. See that?
Did you know Rachel Trevino?
She mentioned your name on her blog.
She did? Oh my god, really? What'd she say about me? Does she like me? Does she want to meet?
I don't think you want to meet her.
Or want to know her?
I don't think you want to meet her.
All you had to do was hack in, learn her secrets, get close.
No, it's not like that.
So what is like then?
She still wouldn't have you. It drove you crazy.
Her version of bad cop is just throwing the crime on you completely.
Wait, what's not my fault? What are you talking about? Look, you gotta believe me. I didn't know this girl. I don't know any girls.
I believe that. No, I believe he don't know any girls. I believe that. You believe Tom? I surely do. I believe him.
Counts are my playground.
See, that's the shit I'm talking about.
Trevino's.
You sound like a whole digital menace.
No. No. Why are you asking?
Your old company seems to think you did, and you apparently possess the skills.
He did brag to us
No,
too.
Look, for instance, I couldn't have gotten through their firewall. Right? No way. The protocol encryption alone is just way
Nah,
beyond my-
I see. I don't trust him, bro. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Cause you stated that you wrote the whole security system. You see what I'm saying, bro? You gotta pay attention to what they're saying. Read between the lines, bro. I'm cooking. I'm fucking cooking.
You're lying.
Call me Mav Ramsey in this
Totally
bitch.
not
Told us that. You told us that. You told us that.
Right.
Dug your own grave, bitch.
Now we just need motive and opportunity.
Hey, wait a second. You didn't Mirandize me.
Randall,
know
this
my
is a conversation.
Tom, this is just an interview, not an arrest.
That's what I'm saying. It's just a conversation.
Miranda doesn't apply.
All right, now we gotta delete
So,
voicemail.
Why would a nice guy like you want?
What do you get? What do you gain from deleting the voicemails?
Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't.
Curtis, can I take
All right,
this
that's
back?
what I'm saying. What's Ellie at? Get the
I'm
bag.
starting to irritate my partner.
You like games, Tom? Let's play a game. It's called Detective Benson Likes You. For
I
a Month.
like him too.
I throw you in jail, and you try to survive as long as you can against the drug addicts and the gang members who live there. You can post the results on your blog.
I can picture the Facebook update now.
I just... Okay. There was another reason.
Yo, we some super villains. All right,
Another
what's the reason?
Well, I was paid to access the account, of course.
By who?
I don't want to say.
What I'm saying, bro.
Out of her basement.
Oh, Jesus, no. Look, don't get her involved. That woman has enough problems. These people are powerful.
Names. We need.
Who's paying you the money?
I don't know their names.
But you know they're powerful? How does that work?
We only did business over the phone. They had their caller ID blocked, so I...
So you,
know,
but
I-
you couldn't hack. You couldn't trace that. No, I don't believe that. No. Homeboy earlier literally told us that he knows who's calling before they even call. James Gray said Tom had cracked caller ID and always knew to call his real name. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You're not gonna trip me up.
You're a terrible liar, Tom.
Your old boss told us you know how to crack caller ID codes. You know those names.
Facts.
And you're gonna tell us one way or another.
Oh.
Or you going straight to you going downtown?
In Rikers, and your mom will have to spend her last cent to post.
Damn.
Okay.
Nigga said you got no bitches, you broke,
Email passwords.
Password.
and you going to jail.
A lot of them. Celebrities, politicians, you name it. Then I sold the passwords to this lady named Gwendolyn Scott.
Gwendolyn
Peter
Scott.
Flack.
Did she ask you to mess with Rachel's account?
Yeah, I figured it was corporate
What
espionage.
the
or
fuck?
something. You know, what do I care? Let the capitalist pigs brawl in the mud. Who's it gonna hurt?
Rachel. It's gonna hurt Rachel.
Have a great night, Deep Throat.
Deep Throat is crazy. Deep Throat is crazy, bro. But he definitely got Rachel killed, though. He talking about some let the elites. Nigga, Rachel was nothing, no near elites.
What we call defining your moment.
Gwendolyn Scott?
Yes.
Nah, for real.
This is Detective Benson. We need to talk to you for a minute.
Nah,
So
check that
sorry.
man's hard drives. Look at the way he started walking away as soon as he see the police badge.
My client is important.
I mean, we got a lot of information. It sounds like we could take her downtown.
She likes to buy voicemail passwords and blackmail her clients. Maybe I'll call her instead.
Was that fun, detective?
It was actually.
Sometimes I like to play rough.
Oh, listen here, you freaky. Look at this freaky bastard. You in the middle of a case. Be charmful.
Sorry. I promise this will only take a moment of your time. You're a busy girl.
Thanks. I appreciate
We gotta butter her up a little bit. Butter her up like a biscuit. A lot of nothing. All right, so now, Tom. Let's just talk about Tom real
Do
quick.
you know Tom Newberry?
No.
You don't know Tom? See, that's when you grab the picture that nigga Tom put on her face. Then who's this? Oh wait, no wait. It was over the phone, so she never would have had it. Tom Newberry stated he had seen her name specifically in his caller ID. Tom Newberry already said that she knew him and paid him for passwords. And we already got information that you were paying for the passwords.
That's how we got your name.
A lot of people know me.
Do a lot of people call you?
Do you pay a lot of people?
Right, people.
All right, Richard Trevino.
Does the name Rachel Trevino mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
She was murdered last night. We found her body at the Parkview.
See, I don't like her.
Oh, poor girl. As if
Just
I
look at
had
her,
time
bro.
for housekeeping.
There's no way out of this one. You're done.
And that tacky ass dress. Yeah, there's something wrong. She just said. How you know she in housekeeping? How you know she in housekeeping? Nah, bitch, you just got yourself caught up. No, I don't know how they get around. No, I don't believe her. What the fuck? What you talking about?
Tom Newberry already told us you knew her.
Oh, that Rachel. Of course. My mistake. I can be such an airhead.
Bro, lock her ass up.
So if I look up your phone records and Tom Newberry called you, and you talked to him more than once, now, would I be crazy to think...
That's what I'm saying, bro. She's been lying to us this whole time.
Just jealous.
Of what? With your little fucking 3 curl on top of your head, dusty ass dress. No, you're not cooperating. You've been lying since I came over here. The fuck out my face. Bro, take her ass downtown. Bro, she hasn't answered a single question truthfully. We caught her in 4 different lies. This bitch a liar.
No cap.
And I don't like playing games. You knew him.
Fine. Yes, we did business. I paid him for insider information.
You paid him to hack people. That's more than like insider information.
Tom for what exactly?
Passwords. I paid Tom for access to voicemail accounts.
Nah, we need to lock her
So
ass
you
up.
delete Rachel Trevino's voicemails?
Look, I really shouldn't say.
Did you want to keep her quiet? Miss Scott, were you involved in her murder?
That's what I'm saying.
No, I did delete Rachel's voicemails, yes, but I did it for someone else. On someone else's orders.
So
Understand?
who's this other person? I think this is the one time she's finally telling the truth. This is the one time she's finally telling the truth. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Done call her asking like 10 lies already.
for me anyway. Here's the deal. I gave Rachel's password and voicemails to my usual buyer, Alexander Baran.
Alexander Baran, as in CEO of
Wider
the
Media.
guy who owns like half the television stations in America?
The very same. Baran bought Rachel's voicemail access for me a few weeks ago.
She was
and
investigating
then told me
him.
to delete them all.
I believe her. I believe her. Because Wider Meter was inside a notebook. Come on, bro. Turn me up. Turn me up in this bitch.
Rachel wrote that in her day planner. It didn't click until now.
It's too easy out here.
Miss Scott, why was Alexander Baran interested in Rachel Trevino? She's a maid. He's a Russian billionaire.
She's more than just a maid, though. It's obvious.
Trevino was not a hotel maid. She was an activist, a blogger. And
I
she
called that.
uncovered some dirty,
Told you her
dirty
ass was
secrets
TMZ.
about Alexander Baran. He's a very bad boy detective.
I can
What
see
did she
that.
find out?
Baran has a problem keeping it in his pants, especially when it comes to housekeeping staff. We've had to cover up a few unsavory encounters. Rachel.
That's what the other
housekeeper
housekeeper was saying.
I honestly don't know what happened after that.
She was
but
saying
I
that
think
she
got it
seemed
over her
worse.
Did Baran kill her?
head. And this is where my lawyer would advise me to keep my mouth shut.
Come on, Gwen.
Oh, now it's Gwen. I like that. Okay, look.
What I'm saying, if you know something, let me know.
Agency Hotel has a front desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ask them who stayed there on Saturday.
That should have been one of the first things we did. Now we need to go make an arrest. What's Stabler? Get his stomping shoes out.
Well, he's gonna be late.
Definitely got to get to him. Seems like he's on a run.
Mr. Baran. Mr. Baran.
Oh, look at the cane.
Detective Curtis, NYPD. We need to talk to you about the murder of a hotel maid over the
Now you under arrest, bitch.
Are you serious? I'm leaving for London.
Like about an
It looked like the father from Good Luck Charlie.
Mr. Alexander Baran, you are under arrest for the murder of Rachel Trevino. You have the right to remain silent.
Yeah, what she said. Got more than enough evidence to put an indictment. More than enough evidence.
I don't know why we're wasting time here. I'm a Russian. I have diplomatic immunity.
We did a little research on you, Mr.
The only
Baran.
thing you're immune from is good haircuts.
Maids, waitresses, executives at your own company? Is there any woman you wouldn't hit on? Your mom?
She on his
Miss
ass.
Benson, I am a handsome, virile man. I radiate power. Women are attracted.
Now lock this man up. Milk Diddy over here tripping.
She does not slap you with a sexual harassment lawsuit. You've had
What did he say?
12 is crazy.
I'm a flirt.
How is this a free man?
With all sorts of things.
All right. So we'll do old lawsuits. 12 is crazy.
Yes, what of it? They were all resolved.
I'm just impressed. I mean, you got to be some kind of gentleman.
You got to be something special.
How to
I
discuss
think after the third case, they should have made sure to lock this freak under the cell.
No
I ain't
cap.
gonna lie to you. 12 cases is devious. This man bald, ugly, short, and he got 12 sexual harassment cases. I would have threw the fucking book at his bald ass head. What you need a lawyer for? What you need a lawyer for? You the one saying that you ain't do nothing.
You
Voicemails.
had access to Rachel's voicemails, and you destroyed them to cover up your connection.
Not true. I never touched the voicemails.
It's a true statement. He never touched it. He didn't touch it. The slippery ill is technically telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Who deleted the voicemails? It was Tom. Wait, what?
Benson, you know Gwen Scott deleted.
Gwen. Oh, I fucked up.
Sorry. Rachel knew all about you. She was gathering evidence about you, about unreported assaults.
I wouldn't know anything about that. I never even heard these voicemails you're so very concerned about.
See that? See, that's the thing right there. Now what we do is
Did you know
rate
Rachel
you.
Trevino?
No.
We have DNA evidence that says you did.
What kind of evidence?
A rape kit.
You don't know what you're talking about.
This man is a
It was
monster.
Completely consensual.
So you do.
So you know her
You
then?
cops think you have it all figured out. Guess what? We were lovers.
He is lying about Rachel. He is lying about Rachel. Homegirl said she don't have a boyfriend. Homegirl said she don't got a boyfriend. Come on, bro. I do this shit. Bro. I'm like Mayweather. You swing a left. Blah.
Oh!
You know what I'm saying? You know she don't got no
Not
boyfriend.
knowing her just now. That's two.
That's
strikes.
two. That's
A
two.
jury might see it different. When I left the room, that girl was alive.
But who can corroborate that story though? That's the real question. You say people would see it, but who can corroborate that?
You know, killing the witness to a crime gets you an automatic upgrade to murder.
Gotta
once.
bump them charges
What
up.
crimes? What witness?
Rachel had evidence on you, Baran.
What witness can
You're
say
up
that,
to.
that the girl was alive when
She
you
wasn't
walked
a
out
witness
though?
to anything. Those voicemails were about an expose, a plan to blackmail me.
No, it doesn't prove his innocence at all. At all. It don't prove his innocence at
You're
all.
lying, and we can prove it.
Braun couldn't know what was in the voicemail unless he heard them, which he denied doing earlier. Cook that fucking fraud. Yeah, cook that fraud.
Plus,
You never heard them voicemails.
So there's no way you could know what they were about.
Come on, you bald bitch.
And you know it.
Mr.
You're
Clean
looking
Head
better and
Lion.
better for this murder with every lie that comes out of your filthy
Yeah, talk your
mouth.
shit, Curtis. Let him know.
A maid is killed. How is this my business?
I thought you said you were
She was
lovers.
your girlfriend.
Ah, But you say she is not.
But you said she is.
Seems like you were trying to avoid this investigation.
No, I had every intention of cooperation. In fact, when you found me, I was on my way to see my lawyer.
Uh-huh. In your jet.
He's on vacation in Florida.
See, he's just saying shit. No, he was not going to Florida. He was going to London. He was going to London. Talk about the cane.
Tell me how the cane fits into this scenario. Was it an accident?
I'm sure it must have been.
Did she ask you to use it?
Yes, she asked me to do it. It was her idea. She liked that kind of thing, I guess. Like I said,
So if we check the cane,
girl was kinky. She saw my
and it's the
cane,
murder
she
weapon.
wanted to try
What
it.
does that mean?
She was an adult.
So you admit it?
No. No.
Dang, do we have any evidence against him? Fuck, I don't think we do. We have evidence against him. So bruise marks on Rachel's neck, the cane he was carrying, and the Wilder media. We have those. The flight to London, the cane he was carrying in the hotel, the bruise on her neck, the cane he was carrying, and the DNA evidence. So we got easy. Too easy.
The bruise mark on Rachel's neck matches your cane. You just said she asked you to choke her out.
No, I'm not admitting anything.
Yes, you are. You just admitted like the 4 different crimes.
An innocent girl is dead. You want to be macho? You want to be a man? Why don't you tell the truth for once?
Talk your shit, Curtis.
You better wipe that smug smile off your face before you get to.
You're going straight to prison.
Benson, I'm innocent of this offensive charge. My lawyers will have this all thrown out, and my country will.
I wish you the best of luck.
Really? We can place you at the murder scene. We can connect you to the victim and her voicemail. Your cane is a match for the murder weapon.
Might be a good time to panic.
Gotcha, bitch.
Look at him fixing his little dusty ass tie.
A lot of evidence to throw out.
A lot of evidence.
That's why I have a hell of a lot of lawyers. Don't worry, I'll be out in a few days. Then maybe I'll call you, baby.
Gosh, you are just not my.
Make sure you don't use all your your.
Let's go get a bite. Mr. Baran can stew in his own ick for a while.
Damn, clear this shit. Ate them and left no crumbs. Bum ass bitch. Oh, his arraignment hearing.
The district attorney's office takes a dim view of rape and murder in our city, Mr. Baran. Your defense contends you have diplomatic immunity, but the Russian consulate
Limited.
says you only have limited immunity.
That means you going to jail, fuck nigga.
Yes, sir.
Prosecution of any crime committed in the course of my diplomatic mission.
Man, fuck all that. Meeting with
Did you
Trevino.
meet Rachel Trevino at the Parkview Regency?
She said she worked there, so we agreed to meet.
And instead you slept with her.
Yes, women are attracted to me, Ms. Carmichael.
Not all of
Bro,
them.
this shrimp dick bastard.
Withdrawn.
Walking
The
cane.
cane you carry matches the bruise on Ms. Trevino's neck. Did you have it with you?
Don't
during
lie.
your meeting
But you
with
did.
her?
You told
I
her.
don't know. It's a cane, Miss Carmichael, not a precious diamond. I don't watch it every single minute.
It's interesting. Can you catch him in a lie? Yes, we can. We for sure can catch him in a lie. Because his freaky diddler ass said he had the cane. He told the police that he choked him with the cane. Out his mouth, he said it. Keep your freaky ass words to yourself. And you went, oh shit! Oh! 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 What the fuck?
Restrain that man. Order! Order! Someone grab him!
What the fuck?
Baby, you murderer!
Oh, what the fuck?
Judgment Day. Hero dad gets revenge. Taking care of business. Father does what court cannot. American justice. The headlines go on. But people love this guy.
I mean, what you expect?
Killed the smug bastard who killed his daughter. Of course they love.
What the fuck you expect?
How the hell did he get a gun into the courtroom?
By walking in it with
This is
it.
gonna get messy quick. I say we charge him with voluntary manslaughter and let it go.
But she had blood all over her. She ain't thinking about that.
Me up at night. What if his aim was off, just slightly? I wouldn't even.
Now that was a sharpshooter. That nigga ain't even flinch when he shot.
Not precedent for street justice in our courtrooms, despite what the people think they want. Prove it was premeditated. Hit him with murder one.
You got it, boss.
How did your client plead, Ms. Mullins?
He did that shit to
Not
himself.
guilty.
Be advised, we're going to mount a diminished capacity defense. The defendant is a Gulf War vet who suffers from chronic post-traumatic stress disorder.
The man came with forcing his way on people.
And is therefore
Did
not
that shit to
eligible for murder
himself.
one.
Any issues, counselor?
None, Your Honor. Defense has briefed us already. This doesn't change anything. We're moving ahead with murder one. Focus on the premeditation.
ID the shooter.
Can you tell us definitively who shot Alexander Baran?
Without a doubt, the defendant, Chavez Trevino, shot him. I looked to see Mr. Trevino standing up with a smoking
Yeah,
gun.
I seen that shit
Can you
too.
identify him for the court?
Sitting right there.
Fucking
That's your
narc.
shooter.
The records show the detective pointed at the defendant.
Gun.
Detective, how exactly did Mr. Trevino get a gun into the
Yeah,
courtroom?
that's the crazy
Are there
part.
Security measures?
We're still investigating how
He
did
kind of
the
just walked
security,
in there with a Glock
but
and
he
started
claims he stuffed it into his jacket and simply walked through.
I think that's what he
How
did.
difficult would it have been to get past security?
Mr. Trevino had to avoid metal detectors and checkpoints covering every entrance.
What would it take to get past all that security, Miss Benson?
Forethought,
Like an
planning,
inside
and
job.
intelligence. Mr. Trevino had to keep his cool and his wits about him at all times.
Nah, this lawyer's cooking. Testimony helped to defend it. No. The hell? She literally just said this man's calculated it in code. Established Trevino was not under extreme emotional distress when he acted. Yeah, like, bro, she's saying that this man was calculated in every move and everything he did.
Actions inconsistent with someone under emotional distress.
In my view, yes.
All right, the statement to the
After
police.
the shooting, Mr. Trevino made a voluntary statement to you about why he shot Mr.
What did he say
Baran.
about that?
True?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said Mr. Baran had to die.
Damn.
He said Mr. Baran was going to claim immunity, escape
Damn.
prosecution, and run back to Russia.
He did say that. He did say that what he was gonna do. Motive.
What else did he say?
He said the courts were weak, powerless. He said the only justice he wanted was a death sentence.
He gave it to
So,
him.
His motive was less about avenging his daughter's murder and more about exacting the type of justice he wanted to see.
Objection.
Uh-oh.
Withdrawn.
Speculative. Good job. Occasionally, a well-aimed jab to the defendant can score points to the jury, even though you have to withdraw
Is
it.
there any doubt as to the circumstances of the shooting, detective?
None. Mr. Trevino shot the defendant in front of witnesses and admitted to the murder afterward. I wish every case
I mean,
was
he
this
couldn't
simple.
not admit to it. We all seen him get the
Simple
blasted.
rest. No further questions for this witness.
For this testimony, the jury sides with the prosecution. You won by 50.
Detective Benson, you testified that you
We got
saw the
pictures of what
defendant,
she's saying.
Chavez Trevino,
Listen
shoot
to what
the
she's
victim.
saying.
No, I testified that I turned around and saw Mr. Trevino with a
Which we
smoking
all
gun in
we
his hand
seen that.
about a second after I heard the shots.
So you didn't actually see him do the shooting? Are we supposed to believe you're a relevant eyewitness?
Yes.
Objection.
Argumentative as hell.
Argumentative.
Sustained.
Come on.
Ms. Mullins,
That's what I'm
enough with
saying.
the rhetoric.
Immediately after the shooting, what did Mr. Trevino look like?
I don't follow you.
Was he composed? Calm?
He was in possession of
He knew what he
himself.
was doing.
Wasn't he yelling out, "My baby, you murdered her"?
No, he
He
wasn't.
said that, yes.
No, he
He
didn't.
was out of his mind with grief.
That nigga said this is for
He
my
was falling
daughter.
apart at the seams, and you didn't see
Unless
it?
I missed
Really?
that.
I don't believe you.
He was upset.
Is your heart so cold, detective? Are you such a robot that you can't see another human in distress?
Objection. Badgering.
Sustained.
Come
The
on.
defense can save the
That's what I'm
dramatic
saying, bro.
story
She's just
telling
over here
for its
saying,
own
she's over here just throwing out
Let's try
buzzwords.
this one more time. Was my client, Chavez Trevino, visibly shaken and distressed following the shooting?
Yes.
Did he appear rational, calm?
No.
Was his behavior at that moment consistent with a person in severe emotional distress?
See?
Yes.
So despite any forethought or planning, he
Siri,
might
ain't
have
nobody
shown
talking to you, bitch.
previously,
Stop.
The defendant was clearly in distress when he fired his weapon. True?
Alright, Siri's tripping.
True?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all for this witness, Your Honor.
Alright, I mean, for this testimony, the jury sides of the prosecution. I mean, 1 by 5. I mean, it wasn't that much, but we did win.
Jogger's murder.
What the hell?
The two kids who got killed in the park? That was in the 90s.
It was 1998. Me and Lenny Briscoe caught the case, but we ran out of leads and were never able to close.
So the dad who just
We got
killed him?
off, actually.
Is the one that killed those two kids?
Oh, tough break. But, well, then how did Trevino get it?
Yeah, good question, Detective. This case has been on my mind since I got back. Then this falls in my lap. I feel
Now,
like
that's
I
a
owe
crazy ass coincidence.
Ray, any way I can help out, I'm in.
Thanks.
In the weeks after your sister's murder, how did your dad act?
Crazy. My dad has PTSD again. It all came back. He needs different treatment.
I mean, technically we could object.
Objection.
No expert knowledge.
Trevino is not a psychiatrist, Your Honor. He's not qualified to diagnose his father.
Sustained. Mr. Trevino, please
There we
limit your
go.
comments
Cooked
to
him.
what you saw.
Tell us the behavior you observed.
He couldn't control his temper. He would like yell when the phone rang or like if a dog was barking 2 miles away. I didn't know what to do. When Rachel was killed, I expected him to be really sad.
Gotta keep an eye on what he's saying. Gotta stay locked in on what he's saying.
And this behavior, had you ever seen it before?
No, but my sister did.
That's hearsay.
Objection.
Hearsay.
Hearsay. Regrettably, the witness's sister is deceased.
We can't
and
speak
she
on somebody that's not
testified to
here.
the truth of this statement.
Sustained.
Gotcha,
The jury
bitch.
will disregard that last remark.
Slay, Your Honor.
After he got home from the Gulf War, 1991, Pop had his troubles with the law. A felony assault charge, some other bullshit. Some other nonsense.
Wait a minute. So he did. Wait a minute. Wait.
Look, like I said before, I thought he would be sad. I didn't think my dad would actually hurt someone. He's a good man, honestly.
Do you think your father was in his right mind when he shot Alexander Baran?
No. When my sister got murdered, I tell
Just-
you, it smashed something deep inside my dad. And the idea that this fat Russian
Oh,
bastard
damn.
could walk away scot-free because of some technicality? My dad did the world a favor.
Thank you, Mickey. No further questions.
All right, the jury's leaning towards our case. We're up by 75. We're cooking right now. The gun.
Did your father try to
He
buy
cooked.
the
He
gun
cooked right there.
before the attack?
Yeah, I guess.
Did you try to help sign for it?
Yeah, so what?
Your father was
Sounds
convicted of felony
premeditated.
assault in 1992. He's not allowed to have a gun. Did you know about his conviction?
Nah, I didn't know nothing about that. Man's got a
Mm.
right to defend himself.
Actually, when he's a convicted felon,
That's
he doesn't.
interesting. He said he didn't know about that, but didn't he mention it?
The gun he used in court.
I told the cops already. I don't know where he got the gun.
You sure you didn't help him?
I've never seen it before. I didn't even know he had one.
You sure you didn't help him get it? You are under oath, Mr. Trevino.
I did not help him. Pop smuggled it in under his jacket. I don't know how he made it past security, but he did.
We can't prove he's lying. We can't prove it at all. All right, so we'll say, Vincent stated the gun did not match the ballistics report. The gun was never recovered. No one this far has been able to prove. We don't know how he got the gun in. Unless somebody had the gun here, no one knows at all.
How do you and your father feel about Alexander Baran?
How do we feel? Are you freaking serious?
Easy,
See?
Mr. Trevino.
The anger, man.
Sorry, Judge. We hate the man. Alexander Baran is the guy who killed my little sister. My pop said he didn't care what happened to him. He said he would gladly kill Baran so we could go to hell and kill him again. He's a fat cat with an army of
That man was
lawyers ready to help him
tripping.
weasel out of everything he does. You know this guy.
You ever hear your father threaten to kill Baran?
Hurt? Yes. Kill? No.
Yes, we can prove he's lying. What the fuck? He literally just told us 2 seconds ago. He stated he planned it. He said, look, Mickey said if I would gladly kill it. He literally just said it 2 seconds ago. Bro, if you're going to lie, do it correctly.
That's not true. You just told us your father said he'd like to, quote, kill Baran.
And then go to hell so you can kill him again. Devious.
That was like just a figure of speech.
Or the truth. Why didn't you get help for your dad?
He seemed rational.
So he was in control?
Damn,
That you
cook
weren't
this
worried?
fraud.
Yeah, I wasn't worried.
So where's the PTSD?
I guess I didn't see it then.
So maybe he didn't have it.
That's not what I meant. He did.
Damn.
So why didn't you
He's
get help?
dissecting his
Either
defense.
You saw he was out of control and you did nothing, or you saw nothing.
Look at how bald that man is in the background.
No way to know what my dad was going to do. He was crazy. How could I possibly have known it would come to this?
mean, the way he was talking. Low key.
Why did you shoot Alexander Baran?
He murdered my daughter. He was gonna go free. He was going to walk.
Objection. The witness can't know whether Mr. Baran
No,
was
you
guilty
can't.
or whether he would have gone free because he stopped the trial dead.
Killed him.
Sustained.
Killed
Can you
him.
tell us about Alexander Baran's diplomatic immunity?
Hey, I'm not a lawyer, but I know what that means. He just gets to skate. The law says he can run off to Russia.
Mr. Trevino, can you take us back to 1991 and your experience after the Gulf War?
Yeah, I was a ranger in Iraq.
Gotta pay attention to his
saw
words.
A lot of stuff.
Gotta pay
When I
attention to
got
his
back home,
words.
I had some trouble settling in.
What kind of trouble?
I was never a violent guy before, but suddenly anything could set me off. I fought all the time. I couldn't sleep. My wife divorced me. I wanted
Damn.
to die.
And what did the Army say?
The doctors said I had PTSD. They said it interfered with my ability to regulate my emotions. So I joined a therapy group.
At least he tried to get some help.
For the depression, got myself back together.
What might have happened if you hadn't had therapy?
I don't know. Maybe gone crazy. Maybe hurt somebody. I might have snapped like I did that day in court.
Cause for speculation. Defense is asking the witness to relate an imaginary.
We gotta say it.
Sustained. Let's focus.
You gotta stay in the reality. We gotta stay in the reality.
You got yourself back together. You lived a normal life. So what happened recently to bring it all back?
Rachel.
Your daughter was tragically murdered. And the main suspect...
It's crazy what this case turned into. Okay, gotta be careful. He might have another gun in his jacket.
An innocent girl gets killed. The cops pin the blame on this scumbag, and still,
he might walk away.
As a man, as a father, I couldn't let that happen. She looked to me to protect her all her life. I was a daddy, right?
This is crazy. This case is crazy.
And you failed. You didn't protect her when she needed it most. What use is all your legal garbage if you can't put a killer behind bars? So,
well, I mean, he don't need to be behind bars no more. He gone.
Because no one else was gonna. Now my baby girl can rest with some kind of dignity.
Thank you, Mr. Trevino, and sorry for your loss.
Mr. Cutter, your witness.
I'm be honest.
Defense requests a short recess, Your Honor. We wish to confer with the people about a plea deal.
Well, make it quick. We're all on pins and needles.
Christina.
1 year in county plus probation. You give us the time. He doesn't belong in jail.
You're kidding, right?
Did you think they're gonna give that? They're not gonna give that.
Bloodstains on my jacket to prove it.
Here's our counteroffer.
And the scales of justice show that you performed extremely well in court. You might try for the maximum sentence of murder to 25 years. If you're less confident, however, a lesser charge that both you and the defense feel is appropriate. You know what I mean? Like, I get why he did it.
Counsel, I will see you at the sentencing hearing on Monday.
Mr. Cutter, Miss Carmichael, I just wanted to say thank you for the deal. I know what I did was wrong, but Rachel was a beautiful person. She was smart. She was going places. She wanted to help the world, you know, make it a better place.
He's going down for the...
Bastard just walked into a life and ended it all.
And you walked into a courtroom and ended his life.
Why can't the law protect us?
From who? Alexander Baran? Or you?
Damn.
Ray, thought you'd be out having a drink.
Nah, I'm going through some old...
There's no damn winner in this.
Trying to tie the gun to Trevino?
And coming up cold. I wish Lanny was still around. He was good at this kind of thing.
Well, this ought to cheer you up. Turns out, Mickey Trevino is an HVAC contractor for the city.
Okay.
Guess where he did a midnight repair 24 hours before the Alexander Baran trial?
Oh, at the,
Oh!
It was in the air duct.
Shall we go have a word with him?
Damn. Now listen, it's the end of the first episode. If you guys would like a series, let me know down below, and we could probably, you know, we can get that situated. If you guys want a series, leave a like. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.